EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for the weekend, October 26th and 27th, 2019. This right here is the former tropical storm Olga that made landfall actually as a post-tropical storm along the Louisiana coastline last evening and is now going to be over the Tennessee Valley as we get through this morning. And it's going to continue off through the Ohio western parts of the Ohio Valley and eventually into the Great Lakes. We are going to get into a portion of this as early as this evening. Okay, so this is looking at noon today. Starting off partly cloudy on Saturday. The better of the two weekend days is going to be on Saturday. Sunday, not so much. Okay, so we'll have an increase in clouds this afternoon. I do think most of the area is going to be dry until we get to the evening. So some areas, some municipalities had trick-or-treat night last night. Some will have it tonight. And the rest of you, well, the majority of you will wait until Thursday to have the next round of it. So here is looking at 8 p.m. here on Sunday, and you don't see too much going on here in our region as far as shower activity is concerned. We'll get over the NAM here in a second, but this is going to be just very hit or miss through the evening, and then most of the evening's going to be dry. Once we get into the late part of the overnight, we start to increase the shower activity, and then it's going to turn into periods of rain as we get through the day here on Sunday. It's going to come in Sunday morning. Steady periods of rain, sometimes even heavy possible on Sunday until this moves away late afternoon or early evening, and then that should come to an end as the system pulls away. So let's get over the NAM high-res future simulated radar. I'm going to start this off at 3 p.m. here. You have the lead warm front associated with this system that's going to be sitting out here like this. So there's going to be a little bit of shower activity, not much, but a little bit of shower activity running out ahead of it. Very light showers moving from southwest to northeast. So this is now looking at 6 p.m. Here's 7, here's 8, and you see really not too much going on here at this point until you get into you see parts of the evening here, northeast PA, east central PA, just some spotty showers going on here at this point. It's not until you get later at night you start seeing, after a break here, you start seeing an increase in some shower activity. And because it's a warm front moving through initially, you could be some drizzle associated with that as well. So it might not be raining per se, but it just could have some light drizzle until we get to the later in the overnight. This is now looking at 4 a.m. on Sunday. You can see some shower activity picking up over much of the region going right into Sunday morning. So it should be raining by the time you wake up here on Sunday morning in most places. And that's going to continue it to increase in coverage as we get through the morning. And then in the afternoon, I think once we get into the afternoon hours, actually mid to late morning or to the afternoon, you have some heavier bands coming in here with this rain and periods of rain going right through the afternoon hours. And this is now looking at 5 p.m. on Sunday. So this is already starting to wrap up at this point, move away. Just a stray shower after that point. So this should wrap up pretty quickly. I think the heaviest periods are going to be generally in the morning through about mid-afternoon or so. Then we start to taper off to just showers, and then it starts to pull away, and then that's it. So there could be some decent rain amounts in there involved. Very similar in scope to the system we just had a couple of days ago. So it was generally a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch for most areas. Some areas getting up to an inch, or maybe even slightly above an inch, and that's kind of like where we're looking at for areas northwest of I-95. Okay, that's probably your dividing line of the potential for heavier stuff versus not so much. Okay, and that's what we're dealing with on Sunday. So Sunday is a wash. Saturday is not. Okay, you're going to have the increase in clouds. Most of the day is dry. We get to the evening, have some kind of hit or miss showers in the evening hours, and then once we get in the overnight, later in the overnight, we have the steady showers come in that turn into a period of rain on Sunday. So that's how your weekend wraps up. And going forward from this point, we are partly to mostly sunny here on Monday, and Tuesday we still have this onshore flow shown here, but because of this high pressure being in the Gulf of Maine. Because this high pressure is here, you have an onshore flow coming in around that high pressure, and there could be some showers, especially across New Jersey, far eastern Pennsylvania, but I think this is going to be mostly just a mostly cloudy day across the region, just a spotty shower in our interior locations. Best chance for the isolated showers will be across New Jersey around this high pressure. And that's mainly in the morning hours. In the afternoon, this kind of goes away. And then we're back to partly cloudy skies here on Wednesday, which you can see right here. Now, we are going to have a cold front move through, and this is going to be a very powerful cold front once we get toward the end of next week. And there's been some differences in timing that we've been talking about over the last couple of videos. The models are now starting to converge on the idea that there will be some shower activity well ahead of this frontal boundary here on Thursday coming in. And then we have the actual cold front coming through here on Friday with scattered showers and periods of rain. And that's going to be during the day here on Friday. So it's not going to be an all-day thing on Friday, but there will be the powerful cold front coming through. And on the other side of this frontal boundary, there's, again, some pretty chilly air sitting back here ready to come in behind this end of the frontal boundary once it moves through. So by the time we get to next week, when we get to Friday, there could be a surge ahead of this frontal boundary with warm southerly or southwesterly winds coming in here on Friday that could get temperatures 70 or above in some locations before that front comes through, and then are going to dramatically drop off once the front moves through later in the day and overnight. So that by the time we get to next weekend, we'll have temperatures that are stuck in the upper 40s to low 50s for highs. So it'll be quite a difference from going from very warm temperatures just prior to this front coming through to the cooler air that's going to be on the other side. And if you did look at my long range that I updated on Friday, like I do every single Friday, we do think this cooler than average temperatures are going to last for much, if not all, of the first week of November. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for the weekend, October 26th and 27th, 2019. Have a great Saturday and Sunday.